Hey guys, thank you for joining me once more on this channel, coming with a video on how to make shea butter mix. This is a video that I made for an awesome lady, Mrs. Star. I hope that she really enjoys it. I hope that you guys enjoy it. If there's any questions or if you guys would like me to clarify anything, please leave a comment in the comment section and I will definitely get to it. Pretty much that's pretty much it. Don't mind the editing. It's my second time editing a video, and plus this time I ended up using a whole new camera, and so don't mind that. But other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I will. Okay, so the first ingredient is Jamaican castor oil, which Quells got for me from Jamaica. Then I have extra virgin olive oil, which I get from any food store. Alikay Naturals oil, Essential 17 hair growth oil, blackonyxworld.com. Tea tree oil, jojoba oil. These two oils you can get from any beauty supply store. This is Huile Masque tea. My mother got it from Haiti for me on her trip. It's supposed to be very good for hair and everything else. A container so you can put your shea butter in, a spoon, a spatula. Then I have my Ninja, which I like to call it. It's like a blender slash food processor thing. Walmart. And then there is the pot with water inside, which I put on the stove so that it can help me soften my shea butter. Finally, the shea butter. Main important ingredients: shea surreal from Alikay Naturals, blackonyxworld.com. Once more, love that place. The African shea butter. This one you can get from any beauty supply store that sells it. It's nothing special. You just get it from a beauty supply store. Again, once more, showing you the ingredients. So the first step is to put the shea butter in the water, which you had brought up to a boil, and it's supposed to soften the shea butter. I leave it in the water for like 5 seconds because it's a small container, and once water hits shea butter, it gets hot, it melts. Then the second part, this is the shea butter with how it looks when it's softened. Then I put my other shea butter inside because I'm making a pretty big batch for Mrs. Star and Quells. It's gonna take a little bit longer to soften this up since it is a bigger container, so I'll leave it in there for like 10 seconds, maybe 15 the most. Nothing more than that because the butter will melt. When my butter is softened, put it into my Ninja and bring it and then start to blend it. I did have to break the bigger container of shea butter into chunks so that I could add it in, so that I don't overwork the blender slash food processor thing, or I like to call it the Ninja. I don't like to overwork it, so I'm just gonna use the spatula at this point to just try to mix it up a little bit so that it could really break down, and that's what I'm doing here. And then as it blends and that starts to break down, I will go back and take the rest of the shea butter that I have broken up into chunks and put into the blender so that it can, you know, break down easier, so that the Ninja won't have to use too much ninja power to like mix our shea butter up. Again, this shea butter, the second container, the bigger one, it's called African shea butter, any store. Here I'm done blending, so I'm just taking it, cleaning off the excess on the thing. I don't even know what that's called. And I'm gonna put it in a pretty container. I sped it up a little bit so you guys wouldn't have to watch me do this, because I do this for like a minute, more than a minute. I do it for more than that. So I'm making it look pretty. I put it in a pretty container that I found, well, pretty enough so that I could give it as a gift to Mrs. Star. And I'm just, you know, putting it in there, making sure it's even, well distributed. I clean it up a little bit so that it can be nice and pretty and neat. I was going to write verses on it, but unfortunately no permanent marker in my house. And this second part is me putting it into the other container. I'm just going to give this one to Quells. Quells is my best friend, by the way. She's the one holding the camera, and it doesn't matter. She's there, so she's going to get hers. I'm not going to make it look pretty. But I could have, but I know she won't mind because she's holding the camera. And she uses for both her body and her hair, so that's why she has a bigger container, because this girl goes through shea butter like crazy. I don't even understand, but yes. Oh, this is what you use a spoon for. Use a spoon to clean out the excess, because the spatula, well, for me, wouldn't have done that, so I use a spoon to clean out the excess. Now, tips on cleaning. The extra hot water, do not throw it out. Put it into the blender, then put it into your blender food processor and swirl it around. When hot water hits shea butter, it makes it into oil, so that way it's easier for you to clean. So I put it into the blender and I swirl it around a little bit to get rid of the extra that I couldn't clean out, so it's easier to clean. And I recommend you clean it under hot water with your faucet. The next day, it's still pretty soft. Quells is demonstrating for us. It's very workable. You can use it as lotion, rub it in your hair, and that's pretty much it.